top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Let's get this thing started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Complete to start this drive. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Caught at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Give to the back. Turning on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and first and goal. They are feeling it.
A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll do it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The
touchdown Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Might be calling a hot route.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Skips away from pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's where we got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. There he goes! And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it on the outside. It's Barnes. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Michigan 14, Oklahoma 3.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Gonna run it. It's off.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline play. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give from the gun. Lots of running room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires left. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point was good. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for space, it's Haynes. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pearson pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Barnes. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's loose. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. Certainly not the greatest of kicks there, and they'll down it inside their own 40. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. On the move to the 30. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second.
He's got it for a big play. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Gibson. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease. It's up. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Ncaa. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll try to get it through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And in an effort to keep them off balance and not be predictable in their play calling, instead, You could argue they got too cute there.
I think so, Reese. The offensive line has got to do a better job giving their QB some time, and the quarterback's just got to play faster. There's got to be a sense of urgency on offense. 3rd and inches, knowing the defense might blitz, there's a home run opportunity throwing it downfield, but they couldn't get it executed, and now they suffer a negative play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Oh, a lot of space. Wide open spaces. He's at the and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
27, Michigan, 21.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field instead.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. I might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 27, Michigan 21.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to set up the screen. It's a seam wide open. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from the 11. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air. It's Mateer. Looking for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Quick strike through the air for the score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 17 over Louisiana Tech. They'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He makes a catch. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
scanning the field. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Lost a throw again. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's fourth and long.
He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. On the move, it's Robinson. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Grabbed over the middle, it's Klein. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Why not trying to get it in? They got the 1st down and plenty more, and now set up with a 1st and goal. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.